Hey, there's a little show that I'm sort of fond of. Yeah. Totally NASCAR. Tomorrow night, the first show of 2002. You can see it Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Speed Channel.
Steve Burns every night, Larry McReynolds Monday night, Jeff Hammond on Wednesday night.
Exactly. And I want to say one thing.
What's that?
Welcome back, and I can't wait to get on there tomorrow night with you.
We're glad to be back. All right, under caution for the third time today, and we're going to have some action on pit road, boys.
Definitely full of fuel. I'm going to say we're going to see a few two-tire stops, right side only.
Exactly. And the thing also, Larry, we need to watch is who's going to wind up being the leader when all this kind of shakes out. Like the gentleman we talked about, Bobby Gerhart.
Come down pit road 55 miles an hour.
22, Damon Lusk.
Probably see all the teams at least change two tires because it's going to take that long to at least dump that much fuel in it. Rick Corelli, an 05 car, he takes two tires. Looks like the 22 and the 77, though, they are going to go with four tires.
Busy pit road here at Daytona. 77, Chad Blunt, 22 years old, out of Walkerton, Indiana. Four tires for Frank Kimmel.
Frank Kimmel gets four tires. And I think what we see on the four tires, there you see Frank Kimmel, one car having to go all the way out in the grass right there. The four tires, a lot, Jeff, it's not that it'll make it run faster. It just grips a little better, gives you a little more security, especially out there in the draft and in traffic.
And again, we need to talk about this is a new tire here at Daytona for these guys, and they didn't get a lot of practice. 20 minutes to be exact is all they've got an opportunity to really run this tire. So maybe to be on the safe side, they're changing and putting four on.
Now, how about a leader? Shelby Howard, 16 years old. Larry, you talked to him the other day. It's a great story.
Yeah, he homeschools, and he takes his teacher and tutor with him everywhere he goes. He qualified on Thursday. When he was finished qualifying, he went to his truck and took a biology test.
Ralph Shaheen, tell us more.
Yeah, and I spoke to them as well this morning, and last night it was more biology and algebra added to the curriculum last night.
Oh, that's scary, that algebra stuff.
That's 1 + 1, right?
When they added ABXY, I started crying. 16 years old, no big deal, just leading the race. Shelby Howard, another Indiana native out of Greenwood, Indiana.
And we're coming to the green flag. I asked him, I said, what did you think about Daytona? Did it intimidate you? He said, I've just tried to come here and not think about it being Daytona.
Hey, let's talk about this. As he takes the green flag, his spotter said that he saw rain behind turn one. He stayed out.
And the 5-car to Bobby Gerhart got a really good jump and tried to take the lead early on, but it didn't quite get done.
Now just remember, that was only a couple of caution laps, but that was equal to like 1 lap for Bobby Gerhart, because if he can get another caution with a few laps, it should put him safely in that fuel window that he's banking on.
And there you're talking about Tina Gordon. She's running in the second position in that 66.
Well, and I talked to her and her husband quite a bit the other day, and I actually talked to her crew chief, and he says, he took me off the side. He said, I'm telling you, this girl has a great feel for a race car. And what I was impressed about it, she ran All-Pro for a couple of full seasons, Southern All-Stars, is she had a couple opportunities to do some bush racing, but she's got the right idea. She said they were not good bush rides, and I got the philosophy that a bad bush ride is better than no bush ride. But what I'm seeing here, she could be something we're going to be talking about for a lot in the future.
Tina Gordon from Cedar Bluff, Alabama, 32 years old. Let's check in now with Ralph Shaheen.
Well, it's getting a little rainy down here, and Tony Stewart's grabbing on my legs. I try to crawl up to Dale Jarrett's trailer here to get a word with him. But it's starting to drizzle a little bit, guys. I don't know if it's going to be enough to really cause a problem, but it is starting to get a little bit wet.
All right, thank you very much, Ralph. 67, Jason Jarrett.
And the 27 to Chase Montgomery. Both these cars are a lap down, so they're trying to get back and stay in front of this group in case they get a caution flag, and some people are having reports of rain on
and the best thing they can do, Jeff, is work with each other. Don't start racing each other. Stay in line, just like they're doing.
No caution. Caution still not out.
And what these guys are looking for, we're at lap 35. 40 laps is halfway. Once we complete 40 laps, the race is at least an official race should we have rain. So that's why they'll race so hard these next 5 laps, anticipating getting to halfway.
Might have been a good call by Shelby Howard's crew chief then. Stay out.
Well, we heard a lot of people on the scanner before that caution asking, what does the weather look like?
be an official race. You know, the skies over towards 3 and 4 aren't that bad, but it does look ominous at the other end of the speedway.
Yes, it does. Off turn 1 and 2 out there.
Spraying hard.
You hear him saying on the scanner. A lot of times the guy leading the race will be the one saying how hard it's raining.
That's right.
The guys in the back say, no, it's not raining out here.
And there's Tina Gordon. Look at that in the 66 in that pack of traffic. And look how dark those clouds are.
It definitely getting darker and darker, and you kind of watch the camera lens here to get a little debris on it, but you'll see rain starting to get on the camera lens right there.
And everybody's starting to get really racy back here in the back, like they're trying to get to this halfway point just in case.
Talk about getting racy. There he is, Bobby Gerhart in that 5 car. He goes after the lead right there, bringing Rick Corelli with him.
Those cars you see in front, a lap down, Jason Jarrett, Chase Montgomery.
And right now, this close to halfway, with the weather being like this, Bobby Gerhart would be better to ride with those guys right there. Let's stay in line. Let's keep these 5 cars in line. Don't let that second pack catch up to us.
Bobby Gerhart pitted earlier. His strategy playing out at the moment. He's leading. They come to the start-finish line. This time, it'll complete lap 38. Back, Chase Montgomery's number 27. Looking at our leader, Bobby Gerhart.
Chase Montgomery trying to keep Bobby behind him, keep him off of Jason Jarrett so they can stay in front of the leader in case the caution does come out. Larry, noticing the way the wind has changed, it may be bringing that rain this direction, so these guys need to stay after it.
Yeah, the clouds are off turn 1 and 2. The flag's blowing straight toward turn 3 and 4, so that tells us the weather's coming our way. These guys getting a little bit of racy right here now. Well, I am impressed with that 64 car, Shelby Howard. He only ran 5 races in 2001, had 2 top 10 finishes, but he plans on running for Rookie of the Year this year, all the races in 2002. And that's actually a Johnny Benson ex-Winston Cup car, one of the 10 cars that he's driving.
I'd like to add here, this gentleman may be 16 years of age, but last year he's had a lot of experience running the super speedways, and that's the reason why ARCA allows him to run in a place like Daytona.
Now, good point, Ed. We just saw Rick Corelli in that 05. Now, he is a veteran, 47 years old. He's won in Winston West, the Truck Series. He's a veteran of stock car racing.
We're definitely starting to see some rain over there in turn 1 and 2. It'll just be a matter of how much it gets on the racetrack before they throw a caution flag.
They're actually coming to the halfway lap, lap 40. They need to complete lap 41. Of course, that can be completed under caution, but we hope that rain's going to go out of here and we can run 80 laps of racing.
Yeah, just a shower.
Clearing off shower.
They are really getting dicey back in the pack, too. I see a 3 wide as they come off of turn 4.
Third car in your picture, that's Bobby Gerhart. He is your leader.
Halfway.
We are halfway.
And what's good about these cars staying in line, these 3 cars and the 2 lap cars, they have put almost 4 seconds on that second group. That's because they're staying in line. The draft is working. That lead car, Jason Jarrett in 67, he's poking a hole in there, and as long as those cars stay in line, they will be able to pull away. And we do have a caution out for rain.
Larry, I want to clear up something, too. Jason Jarrett is listed in the 33rd position. The 27, Chase Montgomery, is in the 34th position.
And they will be able to go all the way around and make their lap up. They're going to be in the tail end of the field.
Caution out for the 4th time today on lap 40 for a rain shower at the west end of the speedway, turns 1 and 2.
And Steve, they do not run back to the caution flag. When the caution comes out, everyone holds their position.
We're halfway, 80 laps of a 200-mile event here at the Daytona International Speedway, and you're watching the Speed Champ.